I ran the Continental Classic in WWE 2K23. That's right, in this episode of our AEW Universe mode, we're going to be taking one of AEW's best productions from 2023 and just slightly altering it a little bit. Alright, so let's introduce our first league. We've got the Blue League, which is Bryan Danielson, Jon Moxley, Alex Shelley, Chris Sabin, Bandido, Pinta, Brody King, and Buddy Matthews. And introducing the Gold League, we've got Orange Cassidy, Hook, Keith Lee, Swerve, MJF, Dax Hardwood, Juice Robinson, and Pac. And we are underway with our first round matchup, Mox versus Danielson. Mox rolls through neckbreaker, hooking the leg, snap fisherman suplex. Now Bryan reverses, Mox reverses back. Early pile driver by Jon Moxley into the cover. Bryan out at 1. Now Mox grabs Bryan again. Roll through with a neck breaker. Very smart strategy by Mox to focus on that head and neck area of Bryan Danielson. Now Mox just stretching, working that neck and head area of Danielson. He's already busted open. Mox with a ruthless assault on his partner early. Ooh, and a hard knee to the gut drives Danielson to the outside. Mox is in full control of this match. Suicide dive on target. And Moxley all over Danielson. He knows that the Dragon is all about endurance, but he wants to defeat the Dragon before this match goes on too long. The longer this match goes on, the more it favors Bryan Danielson. But he floats over from the slam. Now Mox rolls through with an elbow. Hit to the face. Danielson again out of that German suplex. Danielson throws Mox off the ropes. Ooh, and he goes over. Danielson now with some time to recoup. Thought he was going to take the suicide dive, but he decides to let his stamina rebuild. Smart move by Danielson. Now playing a cat and mouse game. Mox falls for it. Danielson buys himself some more time to recover, and he's on Moxley as soon as he gets in the ring. Now Danielson taking his time to show off. Took too long, gets caught, but he floats over. Danielson with a DDT. Danielson now showing off again. Waiting for Moxley to get to his feet. Ooh, these hard elbow strikes. Thought he was going for the Busaiku knee. Danielson picks Mox back up. Goes for the arm trap. Mox rolls through. Now Danielson rolls through. Mox with a kick to the gut. These guys are going back and forth right now, but Mox lifts him up. Gotch-style pile driver by Mox. Goes right into the cover on Danielson. Danielson grabs the rope at 1. Mox kick to the gut. Looking for the Death Rider. He hits it. Into the cover again on Danielson. And Moxley beats Danielson in round 1. Now here we go. The Motor City Machine Guns go one-on-one in round 1. Alex Shelley looking for a standing moonsault that hits. Alex Shelley pulls him up. Deadlift German suplex, just throwing Chris Sabin. Alex Shelley right into the cover, not wasting any time. Sabin out at 2, though. Alex Shelley off the second rope into an arm drag. Kips up. Beautiful drop kick. Now Sabin gets out of the corner. Irish whips. Shelley misses. Sabin puts Shelley on the ropes now. Shelley's able to get himself out with an elbow. Now Alex Shelley grips the head, lifting DDT. Rolls through, suplex in the corner. Sabin has to get himself to his feet again. Shelley looks like he's going to be coming in hot, though. Hard clothesline in the corner. Shelley's not done. Bottom rope. Float around DDT. Shelley has Sabin on the ropes again in the corner. Sabin able to make his way out, looking for a comeback here. Sabin now off the ropes. Goes under. Jumping forearm. Kips up to his feet. Alex Shelley moves right back in with a back kick, though. And now Alex Shelley showing off, mocking the Motor City Machine Guns. He grabs Chris Sabin, drops him on his head, goes into the cover. And Alex Shelley defeats Chris Sabin in round 1. Bandido running in, sit kick right off the start, standing backflip show off. Ooh, both opponents thinking different things, but somehow both miss each other. Pinta, arm trap kick to the face. Pinta off the rope, springboard forearm. Bandido trying to make his way back to his feet, but Pinta grabs it from behind. Arm trap Rainmaker there. Lifts him back up. Hard knee strike to the face. Falls into the cover. But Pinta back on his feet. Throws Bandido over the ropes. Bandido's in no man's land there on the apron. Gets knocked off by Pinta. Bandido now get lifted up in a deadlift powerbomb. Flips him over. Knee against the table. So rolls him back in the ring. He's in complete control of this match. Just as I say that, he takes time to show off. Gets hit with a suicide dive. Doesn't care, though. Gets back up and hits him with a leg kick. Gonna lift him up for that knee again. Pinta lifts him up on his shoulders. Goes headfirst off the apron and busts Bandido open. Tries to follow up with a kick, but Bandido rolls out of the way. Follows through DDT. Bandido again with a DDT. Bandido now off the ropes. Rolling Thunder gets blocked with the knees. Another running knee by Pinta. You gotta wonder how many more knees to the face Bandido can take. And now Pinta just unloading those strikes to the face. Off the ropes goes Bandido. Huge flapjack. Now Pinta going to the top rope. Bandido looks like he's out. Pinta with a diving foot stomp. European uppercut to the back of the head. Bandido's got to roll out of the ring. But Pinta still waiting on him. Pinta goes over the top. Pinta right back on the offense, though, putting him in the ring. Pinta again to the top rope. Diving elbow to the spine. Gonna flip him over. Try to win this match here. Ooh, 2.9 kick out by Bandido. Pinta now using these hard forearms again. Kick to the face. Bandido might be out on his feet. Vertical suplex by Pinta. There's no way he wins this match off a vertical suplex. But he does. A good old vertical suplex finisher wins the match for Pinta. And this is going to be an uphill battle for Buddy Matthews, as Brody King is by far the biggest competitor in this tournament. The only person who can match size with Brody King would be Keith Lee, and he's in the Gold League. Buddy Matthews, suplex, showing the strength. Buddy Matthews saying that the size doesn't matter here. He's just as much in this match as Brody King is. And just as I say that, Brody King with these hard strikes goes into a cover already. Yeah, too early for a cover there. But he might be making a mistake by rolling out to the apron, though. Brody with a spear to the outside. Only competitor in this whole tournament who has to go over the top rope. But now Buddy, hard knee. Reverse Rana on the floor. Now Buddy going to put Brody back in the ring. Can he follow up? Taking a little bit of time to show off. And that's going to cost him. Blade Runner by Brody King. Buddy gets right back to his feet, though. Oh, gets caught in a wheelbarrow and just thrown. Now Brody taking some time to show off. And it costs him as a reverse lariat hits him. German suplex by Buddy. Buddy Matthews showing that strength is not going to be the overwhelming factor in this as he goes over the top. And now Brody, slam on the floor. Brody King lifts him back up. Another Blade Runner, this time on the floor. And now Brody King's just throwing Buddy around outside the ring. Gonna roll back in to break the count. Come right back outside. Buddy catches him with a hard flurry of strikes, though. Now Brody King lifts him up. Fall away slam. Brody King goes off the ropes to follow up. Hard body splash into the cover. Buddy Matthews out at one still, though. But now Buddy Matthews catches him. Hard forearms. Pele kick by Matthews. He's got some momentum here. Here we go. The hard strikes. Knee to the face. Buddy traps his arm. Another knee to the face. And now Buddy goes to the top rope. What's he looking for? Diving leg drop. You don't see that often. Into the cover to beat Brody King. The underdog wins in round 1. All right, and with round 1 finish, our round 2 matches have been finalized. We've got Mox and Shelly, and Pinta and Buddy Matthews. Shelly now wrenching the arm of Moxley, trying to take out all those striking. Standing shooting star. Shelly again, proving his strikes are faster than Mox. We know Mox has very brutal strikes, but the speed is coming into play here. Shelly puts Mox back on his feet. Again with these speedy strikes, keeping Moxley stunned. Goes to wind up for the last one. Gets caught. Mox puts him on the apron. And Mox just punches him off the apron. Gonna let Shelly have a chance to get back in the ring on his own, though. Gets in the ring, gets caught with a back suplex. Ooh, Shelly reverses the strikes and goes striking Mox. Shelly with a good game plan here has clearly scouted his opponent. Alex Shelley, leg trap, fisherman suplex. Doesn't try the cover. He knows he's got to do more damage to beat Mox. Traps the arm again. Wrenching the arm again is Shelly. Trying to possibly take out the Death Rider. Shelly might have not been going for the win with that cover. He might have just been trying to make Mox exert more energy. Shelly doing some excellent limb work on Jon Moxley here. Using fast strikes and limb work to keep Jon Moxley off his toes. Mox rolls through. High knee, though. And Mox now with these hard strikes, trying to make some momentum and space for himself. Mox lifts Shelly back up. Shelly again with a back elbow. Traps the arms. Goes over the ropes. Moonsault DDT. He's got Mox where he wants him. He's going to lift Mox back up. Goes under. Into a neck breaker. Shelly now mounting these combos. Goes under again. Traps Mox. Reverse drop. He's going to bring Mox to his feet one more time and lift him up on the shoulders. This is how he beat Chris Sabin last round. And Alex Shelley beats Jon Moxley. And Alex Shelley will now compete in the finals of the Blue League. Match just started and Pinta catches a hard strike. Lifts Brody back to his feet. Elbow strike to the face. All the matches in the Blue League so far have been very hard striking. We've seen more striking in this tournament so far than we have outright grappling. Pinta springboard. Kicks Brody. Now Buddy reverses with a kick of his own. Down into a hard forearm on the floor. He thinks that's enough, going in on Pinta. Yeah, it's going to take more than that to put out Pinta. Pinta wisely rolling out of the ring. Showing off, could have costed him there, but he catches him. But he's going to roll through that. And he follows up with another knee to the face. Pinta, back fist, stuns Buddy Matthews. Now Pinta going to lift him on his shoulders. Hard strike to the face. Pinta now moving to the top. Buddy's out. Hard elbow to the spine. I believe this is how he beat Bandido. Off the ropes. Punt kick. Pinta going up but showing off this time. Pinta now again with these hard forearms to the face. He's got Buddy out on his feet. Lifts him up. Feast your eyes. Knee to the face. This could be the end of the match. And Buddy Matthews is going to save his chances by kicking out at 2.9. Pinta goes off the ropes. Another punt kick to the side of the head. He runs over to the turnbuckle, not wasting any time. This is smart moves by Pinta. Opponent gets to his feet. Buddy moves. Takes a minute to show off and gets caught. Able to redeem himself for a minute, but Pinta gets him up. Hard stun gun off the top rope. He's going to arm trap him again. Knee to the face again. Pinta now hard lariat on the floor. Referee up to a 5 count now, telling the competitors to get in the ring. But Pinta is slowly working on Buddy Matthews out here on the floor. Pinta bringing Buddy Matthews to his feet just to hit those strikes again. Back fist stuns one more time. Running spear. That was the running move he was looking for earlier. This could be it. And it is. Pinta will beat Buddy Matthews to advance. Here we go. Blue League Finals underway. Alex, Shelley, and Pinta. Pinta wasting little time, putting Shelley on his shoulders. Snake eyes already. Pinta going right for the face. Off the ropes. Running foot wash. Shelley now to the second rope. Waiting for his opponent to get to his feet. Flips around. Goes for a moonsault and misses. Pinta goes off the ropes. Flying forearm. Great sequence there as Pinta now Irish whip off the ropes. Goes under. Floats over. Both opponents thinking the same thing. Shelley gets advantage with a reverse kick. He's going to go into the pin there. But Pinta's able to get out of it. Alex Shelley misses a knee. Gets caught hard on the canvas. Pinta lifts him up. Suplex position. Shelley's going to float over though. Drop kick to the back. Now Shelley moves in. Gets Pinta on his shoulders. He's won the previous 2 rounds with that move. And it's not going to be enough to take Pinta out of the game. Shelley lifting Pinta up again. Gets him trapped. Swinging face buster. Shelley into the cover. And Pinta will kick out again, saving his chances. Alex Shelley goes behind. Backbreaker into a neck breaker there. Goes for a standing moonsault. It connects this time. Now Alex Shelley keeping the pace up. Running at his opponent. Clotheslines him over the top. Ooh, Pinta hangs on though. Shoulder to the gut. Pinta creating some offense. Goes for a clothesline. Shelley ducks. Moves into his striking, but Pinta ducks out of that. Irish whip to the corner. He's going to throw him off the ropes. Meet him in the middle with a running forearm. That rolling forearm strike. Shelley out at 1. Pinta again goes off the ropes. Punt kick to the head. Shelley going to fight his way out. Creates some offense here. Runs back in. Neck breaker. Gets his leg caught under him. Doesn't matter though. Into the cover. Pinta saves his chances again. Doesn't matter though. Going to go in. Standing moonsault misses. Pinta running knee to the face. Shelley might be out. Oh, he gets right back to his feet. Pinta going to help him up. And here he goes with those forearms. Shelley goes out of the ring, but he's not safe from Pinta out there. Possibly playing possum. Throws him into a suplex. The most competitive match in the tournament so far. Both competitors who want to win the Blue League here. Shelley goes over the barricade. Now Pinta following him into the crowd. Pinta decides to do otherwise. Probably going to go break the count here. Be careful. Alex Shelley's been dangerous in this tournament. Kick to the gut. Lifting DDT. Pinta's busted open. Shelley floats over into the cover. But Pinta out at 1. Shelley probably taking too long to get the cover there. Now Pinta Stuns Alex Shelley, who responds with a back fist, running neck breaker. Doesn't twist his ankle this time. Shelley waiting for his opponent to get to his feet. Got to lift. Oop, thought he was going to lift him up on the shoulders. Hits the face buster. Alex Shelley looking to win the Blue League here. And he does. Alex Shelley wins the Blue League. And for our first matchup in the Gold League, we've got Orange Cassidy taking on Hook. Orange Cassidy now off the bottom rope. Low Hurricane Rana there. Or was that more of a Frankensteiner? Either way, Hook follows up. Elbow strike. Orange Cassidy trying to make it to his feet. He does step up. Hook now has him on the ropes. Just going to choke Orange Cassidy on the top rope. Orange Cassidy is a resilient competitor. You've got to be careful with showing off against him. Catches a lariat to the back of the head, though. Hook going to lift him up. Ooh, and just delivering some hard knee strikes to the side of the head. Hook drops Orange Cassidy with a back suplex. Goes into the cover. Orange Cassidy out at 2. Cassidy now moves to the outside. Baits Hook, catches him. Double underhook suplex. Very smart move by Orange Cassidy, but he gets caught trying to trade strikes. Hook now with a scoop slam on the floor. Orange Cassidy might have made a mistake by trying to throw strikes with Hook. And that might be a detriment to Orange Cassidy because this tournament's been based off striking so far. Hook lifting Orange Cassidy up. Hard fisherman buster. Hook from behind. Grabs him, deadlift German. Orange Cassidy's forced to get some ropes here. Try to get himself to his feet. Hook's going to catch him before he can, though. And going to pull him out of the corner. Alley-oop bomb. Hook lifting Orange Cassidy up. Arm drags him over into a cover. And that's going to be enough to defeat Orange Cassidy. Hook will advance to the next round. Gold League second matchup. Keith Lee versus Swerve. You can see both opponents here. Very familiar with each other. Former AEW Tag Team Champions together. Even thinking the same color with their gear. Keith Lee now with a hard lariat of his own. Keith Lee double axe handle to the back. Goes in for the cover. Gonna take more than that to beat Swerve, though. Catches Swerve. Just throws him over his head, belly to belly. Follows up with a elbow drop. Swerve has to get out of the ring. Not gonna stay there for long, though. Just needs to get back to his feet. And Keith Lee gonna dump him right back outside. Now following up on Swerve. Hard elbow to the spine. And a backbreaker. Now he lifts Swerve up. Got him on his shoulders. Running power slam on the floor. And now he's just going to step over Swerve. Keith Lee now throwing Swerve off the barricade. Going to get back in the ring at a 5 count. And get back out to break the count. Swerve catches him. Rolls through, swinging neck breaker. Now striking Keith Lee. He's got him stunned. European uppercut takes him off his feet. Keith Lee's going to retreat to the apron. Going to drop him. Drops him on the apron. Back suplex. Swerve needs to get him back in the ring here. Breath before he follows up. Keith Lee back to his feet, but it doesn't matter. Swerve going to look for that sharpshooter again. Nope. He rolls through. And just curb stomps him. Swerve has been using the sharpshooter, but doesn't go for it there. Now he goes for it. Locks in the sharpshooter. Doesn't look like he's struggling too much, though. Now Swerve trying to crank it back. Keith Lee gets out. Stomping the knee. Got to take out the legs of the big man. Swerve going up at the top. Thinking Swerve stomp. Nope. Goes for an elbow and misses. Keith Lee's right here to follow up. A knockout blow. That could be the end. Swerve not out yet. Keith Lee just foot choking him in the corner. Keith Lee thinks that's enough. Has he choked Swerve out? He has not. Swerve out at 2. Swerve has got to be fighting for air right now. But he reverses Keith's move. Traps the leg, rolls through. Going to go for that curb stomp again. And now he goes into the cover on Keith Lee. Keith out at 2, though. Beautiful reversal there by Swerve, but only gets him 2. Keith Lee Dragon Whip. Now Keith Lee lifts up Swerve. Gonna pop him up for the Spirit Bomb. And Keith Lee is gonna defeat Swerve in round 1. And here we have an interesting matchup in round 1. Dax Hardwood takes on MJF. MJF after breaking the world title reign record in AEW, now going after the Continental Championship. Trying to make his way as a single star. Would do a lot to get a win over MJF in the first round. Dax grips the head of MJF. Lifts him up. Inverted suplex. You don't see that move often. Inverted suplex is like an awesome move you don't see done that often. Dax Hardwood over the top, and he misses. I miss when Seth Rollins used to do like the Falcon Arrow off the top, but he would do the inverted suplex. That was crazy. That man was cooking. Dax reverses, though, gets MJF staggered on the barricade. He's not going to follow up, but he's going to go in the ring. It makes sense, as he wouldn't have to take out his own partner here. MJF comes back in the ring, gets caught with one suplex. Dax follows through, rolls under into a back suplex. Beautiful combo there. MJF now, hard strike to the face. He's going to go right into the cover here. And Dax going to go out at 2. MJF going to try to move into a DDT. Dax fights his way out, though. Hard forearm strike. Dax creating space. Going to springboard Enziguri by Dax Hardwood. MJF able to roll through. Irish whip goes under. Hard knee strike's going to bust Dax Hardwood open. And MJF thinks that might be the end. Dax Hardwood grabs the ropes. The ref doesn't see, but he still kicks out at 2. MJF shrugs off that drop kick like it was nothing. Double underhook, tossing suplex. Dax Hardwood lifts him up. Brainbuster. He knows that's not enough. He needs to do more damage. Spinning pile driver. Into the cover. He thinks that's it. And it is. Dax Hardwood eliminates MJF in round 1. And Juice Robinson now all over Pac. Perhaps not the start Pac was thinking of. And Juice Robinson going to make his way up to the turnbuckle. Second rope, waiting for his opponent to stand up. Diving crossbody by Juice Robinson. Going to go right into the cover on Pac. Pac out at 1, though. Pac back up to his feet. Going to toss Juice over the top. Going to bring him back in the ring, though. Ooh, rope trap cutter there. You see Pac not following up outside the ring, waiting for his opponent to come back in. Smart move. Pac reverses. I've never seen a bulldog reversal out of that before. That was crazy. Pac super kick to the face. Now it's Pac who's waiting for his opponent to get to his feet. And he does. Lifts him up on his shoulders. Looking for that slam into the brutalizer. And he's got the brutalizer locked in on Juice here. Juice is close to the ropes, but it's hard to maneuver in this position. He's just going to have to use outright strength here. Able to fight his way out with these pointy elbows. Now Juice with Pac on his shoulders. Gutbuster going to move into that senton again. Pac now reeling in the turnbuckle, but he's able to get a kick up into the chest. Follows up into a drop kick. Now he's going to move into the cover. And that's going to win the match. As the ref rings the bell, the competitors move in. This match is underway. Hook now catches Keith Lee with a jab. Hard kicks to the stomach here by Hook. Why is this Hook like... Hook now into the cover on Keith Lee. Keith Lee going to get out at 1. Why is Hook so tall? I don't feel like he's actually that tall. Anyways, he's wrestling Keith Lee, squeezing the air out of him, driving his knee right into the mouth of Keith Lee. Now Keith Lee going to get a possibly fight his way out, lifts Hook up. Now Keith Lee looking to squeeze the air out of Hook here. Hook going to cut his way out though, catching these elbows. Stuns Keith Lee. Going to get him over the ropes. Hook gets dumped over the top by Keith Lee. Goes out of the ring anyway. Hard strikes by Keith Lee. Backbreaker, hard lariat to the back of the head. And Hook got a hip toss Keith Lee. Hook showing off the strength. Takes some time to showboat. Gets caught off the ropes. And now Keith Lee going to show his athleticism with the drop kick. Keith Lee lifts him up again into this bear hug. Squeezing the life out of his opponent. Hook looks like he's struggling. Ooh, he's able to get these elbows, though. Going to work his way out. Hook still on the offensive here. Still driving these knees into Keith Lee's face. Trying to knock out his opponent here. You got to love the ruthlessness here from Hook. Running foot into the corner. Keith Lee is stunned here. Ooh, but he's out at 1 still. Hook going to have to do more damage. Traps the leg. Suplex. Hook right back into the cover. And Keith Lee out at 2.9. Strike to the face. He's got the red rum locked in. Can he get it locked around Keith Lee's neck? Keith Lee's struggling. It's a good thing the ref is right in the way so we can't see. Hook's able to get himself out though. Or Keith Lee is. Keith Lee now. Kick to the gut. Throws him off. Looking for the spirit bomb. He hits it. This could be the end as he goes into the cover. Hook out before a 1 count. Now Keith Lee, hard lariats here. Off the ropes. Jumping lariat. Going to go into the cover again on Hook. Hook again gets out at 2. Keith Lee, Irish whip. Hook reverses. Keith Lee just powers through and a running pounce. Knocks Hook halfway across the ring. Keith Lee thinks he's won this matchup here. These deadly strikes up on the shoulder is Hook. Big Bang Catastrophe on Hook. Referee moves into the cover. And Hook again kicks out at 2. Keith Lee has to be wondering what he has to do to put Hook away. Quickly back into his position, though. Hook floats over. Hard lariat to the back of the head. Now Hook lifts up Keith Lee. You're a Nagi. Maybe not the safest place. Hook's going to follow him out there. Going to lift him up. Backdrop. Hook showing impressive strength in this match. Is tossing Keith Lee around. And now Keith Lee trying to build some momentum. Gets Hook in the ring. He's got blood running down his face, though. Moves in. Hook gets headbutted. Reverses Keith Lee, though. Moves in. Hard strike to the gut. Hook looking for the red rum again. And he's clearly got it locked in. Keith Lee is struggling. Ooh, maybe he did get it locked in. Keith Lee waiting for Hook to get up. And that could be the knockout punch. Keith Lee not satisfied with that, though. He's going to lift Hook up. Suplex position. Stalling vertical brainbuster. And Hook's going to roll to the ropes. Avoiding pinfall, but he still has himself on the apron. But Keith Lee not going to let it happen. Brings him back in. Keith Lee waiting for Hook to get to his feet. Looking for the end of this match. Gets him up on his shoulders. Big Bang Catastrophe. And that's going to do it. Hook is defeated by Keith Lee. Ooh, both competitors thinking the same thing. End up missing each other. Going to follow up to the outside. We've seen this maneuver a lot in this Continental Classic. The drop on the apron. Dax Hardwood got to be feeling confident after a round 1 win over MJF. Pac with a suicide dive to the outside, catching Dax Hardwood off guard. Pac now in control, going to get him back in the ring. Pac scoop slam on Dax Hardwood. Going to follow up by stomping the arm there. Smart strategy as this tournament's been based around striking. Pac still relentless with these strikes. Not even letting his opponent get to his feet. Gonna help him there and bring him back down off the ropes. Kick to the side of the head. Now Pac twisting suplex there. What's this? Looking for a German suplex. Dax rolls under. Hard strike stuns him. Ooh, back suplex. Center of the ring. Dax has some momentum, but he shows off. And he's going to get caught with a strike for that. He's able to come out on top. Irish whip goes under. Back elbow. Dax Hardwood traps the arm again. Going to bring him down and stretch it. Going to dislocate that shoulder of Pac. Take out the brutalizer. Going to move in now with a blockbuster. Dax Hardwood now on the offense. Pac leg trap takes him over. And that's where that innovative offense comes in. Pac can reverse this from any position. Dax Hardwood taunting on the apron. Ooh, and gets caught with a shoulder to the gut. Pac lifts him up. German suplex toss on the rope. Pac now showing off. That's going to cost him. Now Pac Kawada kicks to the side of Dax Hardwood's face. Pac lifts him up. Drop kick on target. Now he goes up to the top. Dax Hardwood's taking out his arm, but it doesn't matter because he still has the red arrow. Even if he can't use the brutalizer, but Dax still kicks out. Pac waiting for his opponent to get to his feet. Gonna lift him up. Gonna show him that he can still lock in the brutalizer. And he does. Fully locked in. Dax Hardwood has nowhere to go. Somehow able to power his way out, though. Hard jab to the face. Stuns him. Side suplex. Drops him high on his neck. Dax Hardwood in control here. Ooh, Pac running Hurricane Rana, though. Again, Pac can reverse any move from any position. Goes up to the top. Thinking red arrow. Goes for a moonsault and misses. And now Pac going to have to use the ropes to get himself up. Dax Hardwood rolls under with the arm. White Russian leg sweep. Going to pick him back up. Uh-oh. Dax Hardwood looking for that pile driver. He hits it. This could be the end for Pac. And it is. Dax Hardwood beats MJF, and then he beats Pac. Keith Lee starting out with some very hard-hitting offense here. Gonna stun Dax Hardwood with an overhead strike. Bring him in with that abdominal stretch. Sorry, a bear hug. Dax Hardwood runs in. Jumping DDT. Keith Lee now with a kick to the gut. Elbow to the back and a backbreaker. Keith Lee now just punch him in the head. Jesus. Dax Hardwood creating offense, though. Gonna drop Keith Lee on his head. Now Dax Hardwood lifting Keith Lee to his feet. Gonna lock him in the abdominal stretch. Keith Lee able to get him out, though. It's got to be hard to lock in the abdominal stretch on Keith Lee. Keith Lee waiting for Dax to get to his feet. Dax does, but sees it coming. And Keith Lee going to fight his way out of that, though. Hard back strike. Dax is stunned. Backbreaker, hard lariat. Dax again rolls back to his feet. Rakes the eyes. Referee looking, doesn't care. Keith Lee lifts him up. Gonna stun gun him off the ropes. And a suplex toss by Keith Lee. Starting to toss around his opponent here. More punches to the side of the head. I don't know why that's so funny. Uh-oh, Keith Lee now moving to the top rope. If he hits this, this could be the end. Gonna go all the way to the top. Wait for his opponent to get up. Diving crossbody. That could be the end of this match. Dax Hardwood out at 1, though. Dax Hardwood fakes the back chop. DDT. Nice fake out there. Pulls Keith Lee up. Gonna wrench the arm. Take out the striking and the suplexing of the big man. Gonna try to wrap Keith Lee's legs up, and he does. Keith Lee gonna fight his way out of the submission, though. Throws Dax Hardwood off the ropes and a jumping drop kick. Dax Hardwood rolls out of the ring, but he's not safe. Over the top, Keith Lee. And Keith Lee just gonna keep punching Dax Hardwood in the side of the head. Keith Lee now jumps to the top rope. Jumps down, catches Hardwood. What's he looking for as he lifts him up? Spinning knockout blow by Keith Lee. Keith Lee gonna move in. Elbow drop. He hits it right in the chest. Dax Hardwood has to reverse this. This could be the end. Keith Lee gonna get him up on the shoulders. Hit his finisher. Goes in for the cover. And Dax Hardwood kicks out at 2.9. Keith Lee not going to wait, though. Stun guns him off the ropes. Again, just stepping on his opponents. Keith Lee, knockout blow. You got to think Dax Hardwood can't withstand more just bare knuckle punches to the side of the head. Gonna fight his way out of this Uranagi, though. And now rake the eyes again in front of the ref. And he's gonna look for that pile driver. He's gonna hit it, jumping and twisting. He's gonna go for the win. And he gets it. Dax Hardwood beats MJF. And here we are in the finals. Dax Hardwood versus Alex Shelley. winner of the Gold and Blue League. We're ready to crown the AEW Continental Champion. And here we go. We are now underway. The finals of the Continental Classic. Dax Hardwood moves in fast but gets blocked by Shelly. Shelly with a strike to the spine. Irish whip. Goes under. Now floats over. Beautiful drop kick by Shelley. And now Shelly going under. Traps the arm. But now Dax Hardwood gets him suplex position. Floats over. Vertical. Doesn't release. Floats under again into a backbreaker. Beautiful chain of suplexes there. He goes off the rope but misses. A rare high-risk maneuver there by Dax Hardwood. Doesn't pay off. He's able to fight Shelly off for the moment, though. Whips Shelly off the ropes and over. Now Dax Hardwood following up on Shelly on the outside. Jumping leg drop on the floor. Dax again, jumping knee drop on the floor. Now he lifts Shelly back to his feet. Gets him up, suplex position. Brainbuster on the floor. Dax Hardwood going to use all of his 10 count here. Rolls back in the ring. Shelly hot on his trails. Shelly stuns him off the top. Shelly off the top rope. Springboard missile drop kick. Dax Hardwood reverses, though. Hard jabs to the face. Hard lariat to the back of the head. Dax Hardwood gets Shelly in an abdominal stretch. He's got it locked in. Just working on those ribs. Shelly's fighting out, though. Shelly goes up. Head scissors takeover. Now Shelly jumping face buster. Crawls into the cover. Dax Hardwood out at 1. Hardwood runs in. Both men thinking clothesline. Dax Hardwood gets the advantage. Dax Hardwood now into the cover. And gets a 2 count on Shelly. Dax Hardwood twisting up Shelly's legs again. Shelly has to escape. And Shelly will fight out of this submission as well. Ooh, jumping forearm strike takes Dax Hardwood out. Now Shelly loading up. Hard lariat turns Dax Hardwood inside out. Shelly now goes under. Traps the arm. Northern Light suplex rolls through. Ooh, looking for possibly a vertical suplex. Dax Hardwood out of the way. Turns right back around, though. Fisherman Buster block. Northern Lights, no bridge. These guys are showing how much they want the Continental Championship. Spinning pile driver. Dax Hardwood might be closing in on it. And Shelly kicks out at 2.9. Shelly now trying to fight his way out of the turnbuckle. Gonna go for a springboard. Kips up. Beautiful drop kick. Shelly picking his opponent back to his feet. Possibly looking for the end. He's going to get him in that swinging face buster. Goes in for the cover. And Alex Shelley has won the AEW Continental Championship.